Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video, we are diving into an exciting anime that has made a huge impact within the Yu-Gi-Oh community, Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains. Vrains is a combination of the acronyms VR, AI, and NS, standing for Virtual Reality, Artificial Intelligence, and Network Systems. It is the 6th series in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise, introducing the concept of link summoning to the game. We'll delve into the history of the show a little later, but before we go any further, make sure to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so you never miss any updates. Now, without further ado, let's get it! Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains first aired on TV Tokyo on May 10, 2017, 6 weeks after Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 ended. The show continued until September 25, 2019, and received a positive reception from viewers and critics for its introduction of link summoning, a game-changing mechanic that allows players to summon monsters to the field by sending face-up monsters they control equal to the link monster's link rating. This series saw the return of Kazuki Takahashi's involvement in a more advisory capacity. He provided input on the digital and futuristic themes that are prevalent throughout the series. Unlike the previous series, Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains was heavily focused on the concept of virtual reality, cybersecurity, and hacking, aligning it more closely with today's themes. This marked a distinct shift from the ancient history or alternate dimension themes of previous series, and was produced by Studio Gallop and Nihon Ad Systems. It ran for a total of 120 episodes over 3 arcs. So, let's get into the story. The Knights of Hanoi arc. In Den City, Link Vrains, created by Soul Technologies, is home to duelists who take part in virtual reality duels using custom avatars to gain immense popularity online. One day, a high school student named Yusaku Fujiki, who uses the avatar Playmaker, obtains information that both Soul Technologies and a mysterious organization named the Knights of Hanoi are searching for a life form known as Ignis. With the help of a hacker named Cal Coulter, Yusaku manages to capture the Ignis and store it inside his duel disk. Yusaku, aka Playmaker, is then confronted by one of the Knights of Hanoi. Ignis predicts that he will lose against the knight. However, in a twist, Yusaku manages to summon a new link monster, Decode Talker, and wins the duel thanks to the Ignis's help. Playmaker becomes a citywide sensation and a target of both the Knights of Hanoi and Soul Technology. Akira Zai's Soul's head of security recruits Emma, a skilled hacker, to find out who Playmaker is, and celebrity duelist George Gore to challenge Playmaker in Link Vrains. Meanwhile, Yusaku and Coulter decide to name the Ignis I and try to decipher I's program. While doing so, they learn about the leader of the Knights of Hanoi, Vrains. It's revealed that Yusaku is on a quest for answers about his memories related to an incident from 10 years ago, which leads him to Sky Zaizen, Akira's sister-in-law. Sky, as the avatar Blue Angel, publicly challenges Playmaker, but gets manipulated into a dangerous duel with him by Vrains' henchman Spectre, who uses a virus card to put her in a coma. In a twist, Yusaku faces a fake Blue Angel revealed to be Ghost Gal, Emma's avatar, in a trap set by Akira, who wrongly suspects Playmaker of harming Sky. Vrains then appears offering a solution. If Playmaker defeats him, he'll receive the antivirus to save Sky. Yusaku accepts, leading to a fierce duel with Vrains. During their duel, Vrains tells Playmaker that I is an AI program with free will that created the Cyberse world, a separate world online where Playmaker's monsters come from. It is the Knight's mission to destroy I and the Cyberse world before they become too powerful. Playmaker then revealed that Vrains has some involvement with the incident from 10 years ago, and as Yusaku narrowly avoids defeat, the duel ends in a draw, allowing him to get the antivirus for Sky. Emma then challenges Playmaker to gain access to Soul's databank. Despite her efforts, Playmaker wins and gains a backdoor program to search for information about his past. Inside Soul Tech, Playmaker and other AI duelists clash. Blue Angel assists Playmaker, allowing him to reach the databank where Akira tries to stop him from learning about the truth. During their duel, it's revealed that 10 years ago, Yusaku and 5 other children were kidnapped and forced to duel simulations in VR for 6 months in an experiment called the Lost Incident, aka the Hanoi Project. This is the reason he has been in conflict with the Knights of Hanoi. After winning against Akira, Yusaku and Coulter find out that the mastermind behind the Knights of Hanoi project was Dr. Kiyoshi Kogami, a soul tech researcher that officially died 7 years ago. As the Knights initiate the Tower of Hanoi project, threatening to destroy all of Link Vrains, Yusaku teams up with George and Sky to dismantle their plan. In the midst of the chaos, Akira then logs in to find Dr. Kogami, who reveals that Soul Tech tried to kill him with a computer virus. It was not only to cover up the lost incident, but also to gain control of the 6 Ignis that Dr. Kogami created. While Dr. Kogami's body is in a comatose state, his son, Varys, recreated his consciousness in Link Vrains. Yusaku then faces Spectre, revealing that he was also part of the lost incident. Despite his overwhelming strength, Yusaku overcomes Spectre. He then confronts Varys, who is revealed to be Roken Kogami, the son of Dr. Kiyoshi. Varys reveals he wants to eliminate the Ignis to prevent AI from surpassing humanity. During their duel, Varys reveals Ai has been hiding the truth from him, as he was one of the AI modeled after the kidnapped children during the Lost incident, specifically modeling himself after Yusaku. In shock, Yusaku realizes that Roken, aka Varys, is the one who helped him and the other 5 children 10 years ago. Despite Varys' strategies, Ai helps Yusaku counter Varys' attacks. Yusaku defeats Varys using Decode Talker, stopping the Tower of Hanoi and saving Link Vrains. After the battle, Yusaku and Roken acknowledge their unresolved conflict. The Knights of Hanoi are disbanded and Yusaku frees Ai. The two then part ways as Ai vanishes. Number 2. The Ignis Arc. 3 months after defeating the Knights of Hanoi, Ai returns to a destroyed Cyberse world and finds no sign of the other Ignis. Meanwhile, Soul Technologies reboots Link Vrains, making it New Link Vrains, and places a bounty on Playmaker's head. Akira is forced by Queen of Soul Technologies to team up with bounty hunters Gore and the Shepherd to capture Playmaker. Suddenly, an unknown attacker targets Coulter's brother Jin in the hospital, stealing his consciousness. Yusaku, urged by Coulter, jumps back into Link Vrains to pursue the attacker. During the chase, Ai and a Link Kuriboh rejoin Playmaker and equip him with new cards. Playmaker then duels the mysterious Bowman with a new monster, Shooting Code Talker, and defeats him. However, an anti-Ignis program prevents Ai from capturing Bowman's data, allowing Bowman and his brother Harlan to escape with Jin's data. As Playmaker continues his pursuit, Harlan summons 2 duelists named Bit and Boot to attack Playmaker, but a new duelist named Soulburner and an Ignis called Flame arrive to help Playmaker. Soulburner battles Bit and Boot, overcoming their linked avatars with his Salaman Great Heat Leo and a reincarnation Link summon. Meanwhile, despite Playmaker's efforts, Harlan and Bowman escape to a restricted area with Jin's data, which they deliver to their mysterious leader. The leader then erases Bowman's memories. At school, the real Soulburner, aka Theodore Hamilton, and the Flame Ignis approach Yusaku and Ai, revealing Theodore as another victim of the Lost incident. They share a common enemy responsible for the attack on the Cyberse world. Yusaku, Ai, Coulter, and Theodore form an alliance to combat this threat. Following a tip, Playmaker and Soulburner infiltrate a restricted area, but Gore and his team intercept them. Soulburner chooses to duel Gore, who has switched to a Dino Wrestler deck. Disappointed in Gore's change, Soulburner aims to revive his former spirit. He defeats him with his Salaman Great Emerald Eagle. Meanwhile, Playmaker faces the Shepherd, but uses Cyber's Clock Dragon to win the duel. Afterward, Playmaker and Soulburner enter an unknown world and encounter Windy, the Wind Ignis, who distrusts humans. Windy agrees to help them if they stop Ghost Gal and Blue Angel, who now uses a stealth avatar called Blue Gal, from trying to break into the Wind World. Blue Gal and Soulburner prepare to duel, while Playmaker goes after Bowman. Playmaker reaches the edge of the Wind World and prepares to face off against Bowman once again. During their duel, Bowman reveals his backstory of being a Lost incident victim and claims that he is the real Yusaku, while Playmaker is just a clone. Bowman declares he will regain his body should he win. During their duel, Playmaker realizes that someone has obviously implanted Bowman with false memories and defeats him with Cyber's Clock Dragon. After some more duels between Playmaker, Soulburner, and the bounty hunters, namely the Shepherd, Ai browses through a Link Vrains message board about Playmaker and finds a hidden message from the Earth Ignis requesting to meet Yusaku. Yusaku and Ai go to Link Vrains, where they meet the Earth Ignis, who takes them to a separate world. They learn of a conflict among the Ignis about coexisting with humans. As tensions rise, Playmaker and Soulburner are trapped by Windy and Lightning, the Light Ignis, who has plans to dominate humans. Varys and the Knights of Hanoi return and intervene, aiming to eliminate the Ignis. During Varys' duel with Windy, it's revealed that Windy believes humans are expendable and previously hurt his human partner. Varys defeats Windy, but is stopped from erasing him by lightning. After some more duels between the Knights and Ignis, Cal and Playmaker, Sky Zyzen and Bowman, and Soulburner and Bowman, lightning reveals to Varys that he is the one that put his father in a coma, not Soul, and that he created Bowman and Harlan, and that Jyn Coulter is his human partner, to which he has trapped his mind and uses him as a pawn during their match, declaring war on all humanity. Varys ultimately loses the duel, but managed to bring Lightning down to 1 life point. In Lightning's weakened state, Bowman betrays him and absorbs his data as well as the data of the other defeated duelists and Ignis. Playmaker and I then face Bowman in one final duel, defeating him using Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid. After his battle with Bowman for the fate of the world, Playmaker frees the consciousness of all of his friends. However, I, who has used up all his power during the battle, and the other Ignises absorbed by Bowman, don't come back to Playmaker. And as Playmaker and the others exit Link Vrains, a mysterious man and a boy are later seen looking at 5 gravestones, each with a signal for one of the Ignis on them. Number 3, the Eye Arc. In a cave filled with swirling data and screens, the mysterious man stands by a memorial dedicated to the Ignis, reflecting on past conversations with them. He's then interrupted by a young boy who calls him bro and suggests they leave. The man looks back at the memorials one last time and tells the Ignis he's decided on his next steps and is ready to do what's necessary. Meanwhile, Coulter tells Yusaku that Jyn is recovering well from the lost incident, without any memories of it. Yusaku thinks Lightning might have used Jin's memories to survive his duel with Varys. Yusaku hasn't seen Ai since, and doubts he'll return, prompting Coulter to suggest it's time to move on. Elsewhere on a cruise ship, Queen of Soul Technologies is confronted by the mysterious man and young boy. They demand Queen's code key, defeating her in a duel as a message to everyone. Akira, shocked by Queen's defeat, calls for a meeting in Link Vrains. Despite Theodore's concern that it's a trap, they go to meet Akira and Blue Maiden. Ghost Gal, the Shepherd, and George Gore join them too. Akira reveals that someone attacked Queen for her code key, which controls Soul Technologies. The culprit is then revealed to be Ai, who plans to target Akira next. Akira consults Varys, who introduces Pandor, a new anti-Ignis AI created by the Knights of Hanoi. Sky and Akira visit Cafe Nom, where Yusaku reveals his identity as Playmaker. Sky, understanding Yusaku's turmoil, asks him to avoid the battle with Ai. As Ai targets Akira, he faces various defenders, but manages to defeat them. Ai's goal becomes clear. He seeks to complete the code key to control Soul Technologies. Despite facing strong resistance, Ai overcomes all obstacles, including a duel with Pandor atop an airplane, to confront the Zyzen siblings. Ai demands the code key, engaging in a tense duel where he duels using powerful new Ignis monsters. Akira and Blue Maiden, working together, manage to challenge Ai, but ultimately he prevails, sparing Blue Maiden to leave her with the same regret that he has. Ai acquires the complete code key, assuming control over Soul Technologies and initiating a takeover. Yusaku, Theodore, and Coulter arrive too late to help. Ai, now in control, begins to produce copies of himself, aiming to populate the world with AI possessing free will. Yusaku confronts Ai, leading to a revealing duel where Ai's true intentions and vulnerabilities come to light. He confesses that he's suffering from loneliness and fear of becoming just like Lightning or Bowman. In the final duel between Yusaku and Ai, their wills and ideologies are tested, culminating in Ai's defeat. Ai, realizing his end is near, releases the data of those he has defeated, and ultimately fades away, leaving Yusaku to mourn the loss of his friend and partner. 3 months later, peace has returned to Den City. Sky visits Cal, who is spending time with Jyn. Akira has now become the CEO of Soul Technologies. Ghost Gal and the Shepherd are working together. George Gore is back as a celebrity duelist. Theodore returns to his hometown, and the Knights of Hanoi are now protecting the network to atone for their crimes. Yusaku is mentioned by many to be on a solo journey, with everyone hoping that he'll return someday. Meanwhile, somewhere in the network, a digital eyeball resembling Ai appears and looks around in confusion. And that is the end of Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to summon that like button, click subscribe, and punch the bell notification icon so you never miss another video. Until next time, peace.